the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.
Alright, for your mom, Akoba Sunkubim, San Famra, Nsem-Pii TV. So, I am Professor Sarpong. We did a Juma or a Kumasi Technical University. Na, Sir Professor, and I just say, any day or day in Nsem-Pii to Nina Efa, a running mate, a both NDC NPP, flag bearers, no, just say, or more ABG. Na, say, if it is a NDC for a young flag bearer, na NPP so young flag bearer, no. Akoba say, say, Ubian so the a running mate, and no, and a Ghana for drona, a share any more, and rather, and a be able to Janina Efa a year. Mechanic NPP side, no, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, the current vice president and a flag bearer for the new patriotic party. I say, dinner by, no, now we me a be a year. Nana Akomeah, and I think soon a year. Lawyer Henry Nana Kukufu, a yes, sir, in a pamuni, it didn't Sweden, ever be told ya, HSA. Professor Sarpong HSA, a year Kukufu, dear, okay, Nana Akomeah, dear, obviously, second bear, a year NPP Amanukuno or Mountain Train or Mona Secacana, a year meeting be or Moko, and I say. Sorry, Nana Akomeah no onye obi ene die dem eka ho na de binti ena ama eye Professor Sarpong ekasase mweti for mumienko yekukuti eye professor yi nyinti ama ne kasase mu se eye kukufudo betimi akona Nana Akomeah de be yanka omontwentwe omonanse kakra mumienti no mra
enti no omanya yi flag bearers awie NDC NPP ni de definitely conversation on running mates no ebekoso Sabre, oye, Omampeni Dada John Dramani Mahama, and now oye Omampeni Abedeche, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, me say, Ube we de Nibia and now bedano. At least Ube man who some 30 seconds or 30 minutes of thoughts on who possibly could partner me on this ticket. And Sanawada. It will say we appoint to be an answer Bodia, National Council Bebo, who I are dear, but largely, ocean history no. I am not largely near flag bearer and the Nebeka Commerce and National Council. I am largely National Council no anti and sorintia.
The NTB that possess.
In fact, the event of Dr. Ekoaka, Mr. Eko Nkensen Akadi and a product of alliance. Me fan said no, a young company. John Ejekum for the shared album, the bargain, be agreement.
Bargaining chip near DNA and Nsem-Pii.
But subsequently, great alliance. Subsequently, Openi Aliu Mahama Eba, largely the council accepted. Mampeni, Nana Dankwe Kufuadon, so any Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. So I think the council didn't go against the nomination of flag bearer. So also na Oshe NDC Mua. With the exception of Abetimiaka of Omampeni that Jerry John Rawlings, sometimes you may think or we took a cranny a day, but largely the two political parties respect the fact say near ye be in the cell no unkra frankan sabe your man has had to mean so when you be on one hese obetimine na kosa akensi na nema bebre na kom jamanjena se onye obi a obeti wase nipa de yenti nipa asenwie, but I mean at a certain level you must understand and allow the person to have a certain leadership way. All konwa na uguso monitor no na o guide no. Mr. President, you remember this view I shared on this matter? Ebia we stage 1 can you kindly consider that one too? We are along. Now we play along. So you be a sebio unim osom leadership na sebe emfa ho mfia o leader no adi. Oni na ye adwuma nko na asom no dia sesebe utiminya hobrase ebe de som no. Leadership efiri nyame. So ehun so obi abedi ekobi anim no efiri nyame. Where be a obenya kwanya ne opani bia ya adwuma no aya memmu ni say ye bibitra sa akwa ana me so na wo ba da ben e na de da bi enti people who are use di ni bibira baba up e say wa ultimi access wo hwɛ say bi obi na aba odin say yampa say nyampa who was a home brass and now betimi di Omampeni abedi eche Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia echi and now betimi di Omampeni da John Dramani Mahama echi afe the balance
na edina titine
oh edina ebimu ye very interesting and potential enra me of akwesi prat no sin ani age say kokofu honorable doctor Kwabena Kokofu yabo ni din say I mean ni dia pie list nim bi ni ade interesting names me nua pani Nana Akomeah de mesremu on de mia me nua no mia me nua no mo ambo ni din no ye share abusu afie no ya agree sa mesremu
eti onka ho
ye share abusu afie nti insutem bebia ya ye share insutem development committee ye share ye no ye de share no de ye sere na wo de munya ne mayen
ade
bibia wonemre bibia he is a very fine gentleman. The potentials are there, but I think say now. Yeah. No, the main margin no as Nana Akomeah.
Onya now on picture there. Into the future they about to see.
You are saying the didn't say I am money.
I say on ya from Professor.
Nana Akomeah is about 61 years old or 62.
You now was no cancer cry.
Is that the man?
No, must
What guy to
Minister, young queen man.
Okay, yeah, line by line. Yeah, NDC didn't young people. Damn it, because NDC all kinds of names have come up. Julius Deborah, ABC on maintaining Professor Nana Jane, ABC on Mama Fanon call, several names, Sylvester Mensah, Diaba, who else have I heard? Anyway.
Yes. Madam Professor Nana Akomeah. Unze Usha Dr. Bawumia kra obano beginning we nyane for politics no sabi and sheda new moja musa no ayana who acclimatize check akra. Into no media those who are saying thank you man another opportunity no they may be right because sabi onyema hwegu na hunu hwehwe we see a lot of lessons from Obabebua Jumedie no me sure so no ankasa take assessment of the contribution near the baby free ban so central region so sabi in the election 2020 o man bad crowd. Yeah. It was presidential and another Danko Kufuor we need here. But even the gap, it wasn't so much of a gap. And a parliamentary seat, you know, so NDC bomb more de pioneer, didn't you know? Share the contribution in respect of baby free bar. The region, central region, did not perform bad at all. But you need to say, na charisma, na kakakra, na oba penny name say politics, no na enyambe musa. We can take lessons from near Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia beginning. Now, what's our challenges in Abia? Anche Bia with me pick here. Na say, Pennyfo Equajina, Mama, another opportunity. I think it wouldn't have been bad. It would have signified or represent consistency. It would have signified and represented, say, at least, say women largely, some people call them weaker cells. But when you give a woman opportunity, it's me near maybe. O be makra no o we ya onye o pa fansa koka mami biba and then here you see the man in her near didn't yes o mo body no not to say dina aka no so nye ade o he opening Julius Deborah I mean a fine gentleman region now free move ba no e wo mu say NDC in time performing well in the eastern region but maybe
but eastern region is quite interesting.
Yes.
There's a part of Eastern region that NDC does very well.
Very well. But overall, no. So Chafa Microphone no yellow 1 and 2, Mania 1 and 2, even though the back me had there so has say near idea Upper West Chimney.
You know the settlers there.
Oh yes. It speaks to
like it's your mind.
Near day. But overall, no, dear, NDC don't do too well in Ashanti the way they wanted. But in Tebia, what they open Julius Deborah Bemwa. Who knows? Maybe I'm the presence net me but Akoya Besepani couldn't have been. Drop him my menua. people will begin to read a lot of meanings. You don't believe in consistency. You don't give second opportunity. You don't this, you don't that. Mama, I know her as a former vice chancellor. As a politician. Maybe given a second chance, the woman can prove something very greater than AB and who say why in the first adil. And a very Herculean task for former President John Dramani Mahama coming giving the names now Apple. But Mestre said the best or the easiest of the decisions he would have to take ABI would be to go with Professor Nana Akomeah. That would be the easiest of all the options.
Really?
Oh yes. No, the ticket he has once believed in. And it will only be a consistency of your belief or hoping Sabia with a second chance. Some of these things. Or Nankasa President Mahama Nankasa is going to give himself a second chance. Because definitely or yeah near year ABIA and we need 2020. It is a what Tanasia who say the blame cannot be shifted to maybe any individual, one person. But to be including the running mate, including Onoankasa Nimu, ABIA and the campaign managers, representatives of the regions and the constituencies, and so be accepted part of the blame. No mutinase, eshe omuniema ye. Na omuma obia, omuma second chance. Umbehia obia or call 2020 be on board. Come to think of it, Chairman General, 2020 the NDC didn't do bad at all. They moved from 43 to 47. And that was a very good show. Bia no kasa team ni hu bia no. Mema muma ni pakono mfile say one contribute and another contribution is significant. Omu nyina contribute but ankoye good enough for them to win the election. I think the consistency ebeye adia omanpenida da John Dramani Mahama ebe consider dia any enka the woman should be given unless ebia mamen so feel say ono anso person will give way for others to come and try. But the easiest of all the decisions the former President John Dramani Mahama would have to do is to settle on Madam Professor Nana Akomeah. That would have been the easiest.
I can see professor for the professor.
Oh, but Brakame, oh, the wa join Hoshe. Sir Obia, many Brakame forming alliance one. Yakoba, yeno. Our performance have moved from 43 to 47. It will say our mind the ultimate. We want to go again. Who don't know whom by all the fault on me and I me bo chidom no. Then it's like you did everything right and I did everything wrong. No. Let's all accept say you know at a point did some things right and at some points we all also did some things not too right. Utie elections here course so me of Asami photo ne General Mosquito the general chairman elections no. At a point now there was even allegations say Obi Kra could use wrong software, wrong machines near there. After 5 regions, everything came down.